Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of May 2025. And I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. What do we got for you? Ooh, we got happiness, the overall energy for the reading, the sun. Yeah, that's the happiest card in the deck. So that's a lot of happiness right there as an energy. So that's cool. Starting off the reading, the Seven of Cups crossed by the Queen of Cups. What the hell is going on here? Where did this come from? This almost looks like multiple choices in love. And I'm like, okay. It's like you decide where your heart goes, where you open up here. But you got choices. Okay. In your focus, the lovers. There's a connection there in your focus. Now, I don't know what it's doing there, but it's there. In the recent past, the Ten of Wands, a little bit of a hardship here. In your strength, the Chariot. You've been very in tune with yourself and with the universe here, from what I can see. And it's starting to pay off because I feel like your heart is opening up. And now your heart is kind of choosing, okay, where do I want to go? Oh, that direction. Okay, yeah, let's do that. In the immediate future, the Strength card, a little bit of a challenging energy here. I don't know where it's popping in from, but at least it catches you prepared because you're seemingly in tune. Supporting this reading, the Ten of Pentacles. So the challenging energies just feel like something a little bit heavy versus this energy of heart openness and happiness and all of that. Those are light energies. So they're kind of lifting you up in there. The practical, the material seems to be dragging you down a little bit because there's little issues. It's not like, oh my God, what am I going to do? You know, they could turn that, of course, depending on how you navigate through them, but it's not that, you know, that anchor is not that heavy. It's doable. In the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Magician, you're actually manifesting something, but you may not realize that. So we'll see what that's about. In your hopes and fears, the Eight of Cups. No. Because, yeah, these energies are definitely available, but with this one, you're kind of telling me, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Because that energy usually is indicative of a little bit of a disconnection from your heart. So you won't be able to feel these energies even if they're available, because there's a little bit of disconnection from your heart. What am I smelling? Why am I smelling stuff for the air signs? What's up with the smells? In the Aquarius, somewhere in there, I thought I smelled a skunk. Now it's like a little bit of a slight burning type of an energy. And I'm like, I'm looking around. I'm like, is anything burning in here? And I'm like, no. Is it coming from the outside? I do have the window open, but I don't know. Anyways, for the potential outcome, you get the Page of Swords. Slowly but surely, you're moving in a particular direction there. So let's clarify. Let's see what's up here. Let's do the Sun. Ooh! The Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the Ace of Cups. This would be in pursuit of happiness type of an energy. Like you're actively pursuing happiness here. Whether you know it or not, whether you want it or not, you probably do, I hope. But yeah, that's what you're doing. Which means that you don't have to do that consciously, but through whatever experiences you have coming along, that's what you're doing. That's the path you're on. Okay. Even though sometimes it may not look that way, because sometimes those energies can be challenging. But for the Seven of Cups, you get the Lovers, the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. Is this connection tied up to work somehow? Where I kind of see your heart opening up and choosing, because there's options here, and choosing one, being like, oh, that one. But that one seems to be already kind of here. Maybe it's someone you're working with on something. From an energetic perspective, you've definitely made up your mind or your heart. When it comes to put it in the practical, it's a little more complicated. For the Queen of Cups, you get the Eight of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Because you've been in this energy of knowing what your heart wants when it comes to, especially this connection. But again, when it comes to putting that into practice, that's when your mind steps in. And it kind of fucks with you, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of creating all sorts of stories in there. For a while it's been happening, where it leaves you quite high and dry. It's like, I don't even know what the fuck to do now. Whereas if you were to only be in tune with what your heart feels, at least you would have that energy to feel, to run through, you know? But when it comes to what do I do about it, that's when there's a setback. That's where you're like, I don't know. Do I do anything? Do I gotta do anything? I don't know. You tell me. You don't gotta. You don't gotta do shit. But allow yourself at least to feel this, because it's nice. You know? Well, what's the point then if I don't do anything about it? You tell me. The point of it is love, to allow ourselves to feel that. Where, again, just like similar to Aquarius at some point in their reading. Nobody said that, you know, if we feel something, we also gotta do something about what we're feeling. That's where a lot of people fail in embracing what they feel. And they start going against themselves. Because they feel like, well, if I feel this and I can't do that based on what I feel, then what's the point of feeling? The point to life is feeling and embracing that, you know? But thinking gets us into trouble most of the times, because thinking says, oh, go do that if you feel that. We don't have to do shit. We don't have to do anything to be able to embrace what we feel, you know? For the Lovers, in your focus, you get the Seven of Swords, the King of Cups, the Hierophant. Well, what you're doing here, apparently, is, yeah, still feeling what you're feeling, but potentially stepping back a little bit in the physical, because the closer you step towards this connection, the more confused you get. So it's like, well, okay, let's try the opposite. Let's try to go in the opposite way and see what happens. Still feeling what I feel. Okay. Yeah, apparently you're starting to focus on the direction of a little backwards. Not a lot, but a little. All right, let's do the 10 of Wands in the recent past, the 4 of Swords, the Fool, the 10 of Swords. See? And you also have this past situation in which you did feel what you felt and you went for whatever it is that you were feeling, and then you probably ended up being disappointed or rejected, or who knows. And then again, pulling from that as a lesson learned type of thing. Well, I did go with what I felt, and then look what happened. Well, you didn't go with what you felt. You didn't embrace what you felt, and that's it. You went with the typical, well, my mind is telling me that I should act on it if I feel it. Yeah. So you're telling yourself that, just like I'm telling myself that, just like most of us are telling ourselves that feeling love in any kind of direction means taking action in that direction, which is not true. So, of course, that based on a past experience that didn't go so well, you're going to recreate any future experience under the same energies. So, You're not allowing yourself a chance to do it different, to just feel. But it does look like a little bit you are. A little bit you are. You're at least not shutting down. Let's do the Chariot. In your strength, you get the Queen of Swords, the Magician, the Hermit. Okay, this is your manifestation. And you're manifesting a nice path for yourself. And this is a conscious manifestation. This is you telling the universe, hey, universe, can you set me on the right path that aligns with me, please? So that's the best manifestation you could possibly send out to the universe. You know? The best one. And it is a conscious manifestation. So it's in alignment with your path, with yourself, with where you should be, and with the guidance of the universe. So it's freaking amazing. For the Strength card in the immediate future, you get the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups, the King of Pentacles. This is a little bit of a deceptive energy because you're coming through with the sense of, man, if I were stronger, you know, bigger, like better and all of that, I'm sure this would work out. I'm not sure if you're seeing in you saying that how you play off of your self-worth. When you're saying, basically, I'm not enough. So, when it comes to this situation again, it's definitely pointing you out towards your self-worth, because I see you there really taking a blow in that energy of self-worth when you yourself say, if I were to be better, bigger, stronger, blah, 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 anything, you know, you're kind of saying, I'm not enough. So that's not true. But it does all point you towards maybe working a little more around your self-worth. For the 10 of Pentacles and the supportive energies, you get the 9 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles. You're very determined to do something. When it comes to your stability here, you got a feeling. I don't know what kind of feeling you got, but it's pulling you in a particular direction to do something. Maybe an idea, maybe, this would be a good idea. It would work out. It would add to my sense of stability. And I don't know if you're doing it right now, if you're going off of this idea right now, but you're very determined to put it into practice, to put it out there. Again, not sure if right now. I like the determination because I can kind of see you being in flow with things. So I'm like, yeah, go for it. If it feels right. For you, for your own sense of stability, yeah, go for it. Let's do the Magician in the hidden energies. You get the 8 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Remember what I told you about that manifestation, that you're asking the universe to set you on the right path? And I think you already are. This gives a little more detail into how you're going to get that confirmation that you are, or how you're going to jump onto the right path. You're getting a potential proposition, or you're getting some word here from outside. It's an energy that comes in and talks to you about something, or you hear something about, this potential job or whatever the hell. So the energy is coming from outside to you. It reaches you, and it's holding a pretty big potential for a brand new beginning here for you. And I see you acknowledging that. I don't see you acknowledging that it's part of your manifestation, and that whatever this is sets you on the right path, which is your manifestation. So I think you're going for whatever this is, because it does feel good. But again, I don't see you seeing the bigger picture in the sense of, oh, this is your manifestation. It's knocking at your door. Not yet, but you will. Let's see the 8 of Cups in your hopes and fears. The 2 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Swords. What you waiting for here? This is like a lingering type of an energy where it feels like you've been waiting forever, which you haven't, but that's what it feels like. Could it have to do with this connection here? Something, where you reach the point of, you know what, I don't care about this anymore. It doesn't work that way. You don't care about this right now because it's like, it feels like you've been waiting for who knows how long for who knows what. And at some point you are going to reach that point of, I'm tired of waiting, you know. That doesn't mean that you're done with this, because you're not. I think it's about this. Okay. Let me do the Page of Swords and the potential outcome. The Hangman, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower. You're having a really slow start to something. It could be having to do with this right path that you're manifesting. Really slow start to it. And it does feel good when it's slow. It's like, okay. But let's say you're starting off tomorrow, whatever this is. Let's say it's a business, right? And it's looking like it's, the start of it seems to be quite slow. So for the first month, it's like you're not seeing much progress, but it does feel good. It's like, okay, well, that gives me enough time to really settle into this and to really learn everything I need to know. And then the next month, it's like kicking off like no tomorrow. It's like, it's like, what the fuck? It almost feels like it takes you by surprise because you're not ready for this kind of whoop. So it's like if you were to go from level 0 to level 10 for this one, you would go from level 0 to 1 in a month and to level 10 in a week after that month. It's like shooting up big time. So, cool. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands. Don't you not listen to your intuition. I see your intuition coming in for you big time, and I see the tendency to not listen to it. Where your intuition is telling you go, and you're like, no, wait, hold on, I gotta think about it. There's one thing to stop and look at things from different angles. There's another when your intuition really kicks in and urges you to go, you know. I wouldn't stop and think about things when your intuition is at play and tell you just go. Think of it as what do I give you? Let's give you a pretty rough scenario, but you're being followed by a bear in the woods, right? And you kind of go slow because you feel like you should, and then your intuition tells you run. You're like, no, it's a fucking bear, I'm not gonna. But it tells you run, and it tells you run for a reason. I don't know why, but you don't listen, and then the bear attacks you. But if you were to listen to your intuition, probably the bear wouldn't have chased you. You would have been like, you would probably distract him, like, what the fuck? Are they really running from me? You know, I don't know. But it's one of those cases in which just listen to it, even if for some reason it wouldn't make sense in the moment. And there's no time to stop and think when a bear is chasing you, you know, or after you. So try to pay attention to your intuition and try to not go against it when it kicks in, because I see it sometimes kicking in really, really when you need it, and you're like, no, go for it. Okay. Let's do the Oracle of the Unicorns. Let's see what the unicorns have for you, because we saw what the bears have. Beloved, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Ooh, yeah, I saw that in this reading there. Let's see. Your heart yearns to be reunited with your beloved and enjoy a blissful, sacred relationship together. Or, if you are already in a partnership, you may crave a deepening of romance and connection that may have been lost over time or through challenging circumstances. This loving pair of unicorns want to reassure you that your joyful union or reconnection is coming soon, but there is some preparation to do. To receive your divine partner or reconnect with your current love, you must first love yourself deeply and know that you are lovable. Be honest about how you judge or dishonor yourself, and then be willing to treat yourself with the love, care, and nurture you want your beloved to hold you in. If you long for a partner who cherishes you, first cherish yourself. If you want to be with someone full of joy, be joyful yourself. If you want to be respected, begin by treating yourself with respect. Making these shifts may mean embarking on a healing journey back into wholeness. Be courageous in releasing the core wounds in your heart that keep you from feeling worthy. Be willing to forgive previous partners and surrender your stories of hurt and heartache. Readily transform old beliefs and programming around love, relationships, marriage, and sex. Be gentle with yourself and your partner if you already have one. And know that each old wound or belief you release brings you closer to your beloved or opens your heart to greater love. Allow romance to happen without hurrying it. Connect with your future love or current partner on a soul level and send them energy from your heart. Let them know you are doing the inner work to be ready for them or to deepen your journey together, and share your dreams of the beautiful future you will have together. Dum dum dum. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.